Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's your girl Tasia.
Jametra.
And Morgan. Hey guys.
Welcome back. We're finally a
Hey.
trio again. Morgan, she
What
got her
it
ass up
do?
today. She wasn't asleep.
Okay, that's crazy.
Is it really?
What happened last week?
You were asleep.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah, you
into
were
the world.
week.
Yeah.
Okay,
To the
well.
world.
People be tired.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
I had a long day,
actually.
but I'm back.
Yeah, you back and you better. Okay, Jametra, what you got for us for icebreaker this week?
Oh damn. Pause it. Okay. So the icebreaker is, what is one article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you walk out on a date with them?
Shoes.
Yep. What kind of shoes?
Sperry's. And I mean it.
Sperry's is fucking
I
sick.
mean it.
I'm going with shoes too. If I walk in on a day and a nigga got on some polo boots like in 7th grade, gotta hang that one up, buddy.
Those are good ones. And I'm doing shoes too, but mine's definitely gonna be black Air Forces. Because why are you wearing your cut in the grass shoes?
Or sandals. Like, nigga, you don't cover
The
your
thong
feet.
sandals?
Oh my god, I don't ever want to see a nigga's feet on a date. Oh god, if we are not at the beach or you are not my nigga, I do not want to see your toes. I don't want to see your toes.
That is sick.
And definitely don't be wearing no thong. I don't even wear thong flip flops.
Don't.
Like, I hate thong flip flops actually. So like, why do you have those? Fuck no, absolutely not. That would not work for me.
They were on sale at Old Navy.
Bro, my mom used to make me and Jameer get those every year, like during the summertime. We would get every fucking color.
And wear them hoes.
And
I know.
then we would go on family vacations and wear our hard ass Old Navy flip flops. And we'd hear pink, 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 making all that noise, pop, 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 popping all around. Like, why do I have a green shirt on with my green Old Navy flip flops? Like, please, that's the whole outfit's weird.
No.
Old Navy shorts, Old Navy flip flops. It's sick. If I feel like embarrassing myself, I'll put up a picture here and show you guys that exact fit where I'm not
embarrassing.
Got my glasses,
I only
got my
wore
green
flip
shirt.
flops if we were traveling, because my mom didn't believe in standing in like the showers and the tubs. She's like, put on flip flops. Like, okay,
Yes.
but they were like throwaways. But like going places,
Girl, what kind of shirt you got on?
Who?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
It says Moesh Co.
She got on the sexy shirt on.
Right, yeah, she got her shoulders all out.
All right, that's what I'm like, girl, you got your back out? What kind of shirt?
Right, back and she's giving girls cleavage.
It's Moesh Co merch.
Oh wow, not merch. Oh wow.
We gotta get like
her. Link in my bio.
Right? Let me get one. So Tasia.
Right?
I told y'all to make you one.
Show Tasia on the tits. Let's do that.
Her.
All right, so let's move on to pop culture.
We could obviously talk about the baby and Mike Epps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about too, the baby, because that nigga.
Okay, Mike Epps will be shorter. Let's do Mike Epps. He'll be shorter.
Oh, I forgot about that weird shit he did.
That man photoshopped his daughter and then captioned it her hair, and he made
hard eyes or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
And he made her have straight hair,
and he gave her a bald spot.
He did.
Wait, he photoshopped that?
Yes. Yeah, people are saying it's because they pulled up old pictures of her and they said there's no way it's only like a month difference. It's like she went from having short curly hair to like straight long down her back. And like
you know, like when you get out the pool and your hair be flow back like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, she did not. When kids are in the pool, their hair don't just go back like that. That's not how that happens. For little
their hair be all over the fucking place.
Exactly. And they be going like this with their hair, like, you know, because they don't know how to they don't know how to push it back.
I would kind of suspect that from him though. Like Mike Epps doesn't strike me as that. Isn't his? What is he, married or engaged?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Isn't his
I
partner
think he might be. I don't know.
I feel isn't his partner like typical Instagram model, not black?
I have no idea.
Probably.
Yeah,
Or mixed.
I'm
It's
not.
like,
what
do you really expect from that type?
I also want
true.
him to get rid of that stash.
Yeah, because like that, he's giving pedo. I hate the pedo stash. It's like
very ugly.
Bleh. And
It's
it's
very
because,
ugly.
and it's also makes it bad because like if you look at like, yeah, we know Mike Epps is getting older, but if you look at like, if you go down his Instagram, because when that happened, I was looking at his Instagram, he still looked good.
Yeah.
So then when in that picture, I was like, you look like
stash.
it's a fucking mustache.
It's just a
fucking
stash.
mustache.
He needs to let that go.
Like even with his grandpa body, he still look good.
He's an attractive man.
He's an attractive man. It's a beautiful chocolate man.
He's not chocolate.
He ain't chocolate.
No, it's a joke
real.
from
Oh,
White Chicks. You know White Chicks when they was like, beautiful chocolate man.
No.
Oh, you never watched White Chicks?
I'll give him caramel. Caramel macchiato.
Okay, bitch. Not you bringing out Starbucks orders.
Oh, my lips.
All right.
Well, my pop culture. I usually always come with pop cultures in the form of a question. So JT just bought that man a car. I feel like I already know y'all's answers. JT bought Lil Uzi like this blacked out custom. I want to say it's an Escalade.
No.
I pretty much know y'all's answers.
No. I'm really sad for her because I'm not okay. Not even to buying a man a car. Okay, whatever. That she has expendable money to buy a car, but for it's more so this is who you choose. Like, yeah, you are like break a nigga, break him. You know, fuck that nigga, all that stuff. And this midget, not only is he short, he is an abuser. And I know he be talking to you crazy. Like
we know he be talking to her crazy. We've seen it
on the internet.
Exactly how he be talking to her.
And I'm like, it's more so the fact this is who you choose. Like
this is the man you sticking beside. I know this is about that's my man I was sticking beside. This is your fighter.
My question was like, at what point could you, if you had to be realistic, seeing yourself buying a man a car? Like if you had to pick a scenario, would it be when you're just a billionaire and you have buku money to spend? Would it be you're married and he's already bought me 3 cars? Like if you had to put one scenario where like you might throw up a little bit, but it's manageable.
I have to be realistic.
I got you.
I have to be realistic. If we're married and it's gonna be like, okay, we have to be one married and the family everybody already has to have their car. Like, so, you know, I got my personal car, you got your personal car, or I got my personal car and we got our family car and you want a personal car. It's going to be like it's going to be like.
Or like you already have a personal car, but you want to upgrade something. You're getting something different. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel comfortable buying my husband a car because he don't have one.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Yeah. I was assuming his car was a family car, and because you know the dads be driving the trucks, don't they?
Yeah, they do be having the trucks.
And so then instead of driving the family car, we get him his own car. That's more so where I'm thinking. Okay, that's more not like he just don't have nothing.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like we had turned the family car into his car was a family car.
Yeah, no, I get that. So, I'm with you, Jametra. We got to be married, and absolutely. Like we have to have those kind of things. And I would prefer for you to have bought my car first, but hey, if that doesn't happen, okay, fine.
But I mean, if you use his money to buy you.
No, see, even that one for me, like, if I feel like you know your husband and you kind of know his habits. If you're married to someone who's like he like to pinch every penny and he will like never do nothing like that.
I'm not gonna be with a man who do that.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
But if he's someone that I know would like turn around and do the same thing for me,
times
like,
2.
Okay, I feel comfortable in that. And like you've put us in a situation where you've been a great provider, a great husband, a great father,
please,
great father. Is important. Great
partner.
You know who
pretty much because Partner, I feel, encompasses all of those things. You're my partner in parents, you're my partner in life, my partner in love, all that. If you're great in all those aspects, sure, I'll go get you a car.
Because that means you're doing what you're doing as
supposed to do.
I have no problem bending over backwards for someone that bends over backwards for me.
Exactly.
I don't think they don't get that part though. They don't get that part. They don't get the whole, you know.
I'll be noticing
they don't be
niggas be on social media talking about, oh, girls always be talking about they be spoiling niggas, but I ain't seen it. Well, probably
you weren't worth spoiling,
because you weren't doing anything.
And also, it be the men who won't give you a piece of gum. Like,
nothing.
These niggas are stingy. Like, and
no, I don't want to. You can't have a piece of my steak. Oh my god, I just asked to taste it. Oh my god, I just wanted some mashed potatoes.
Right. You think I'm finna spend $75 on you? No.
Yeah, it's those men that be like, I thought y'all was talking about y'all spoiling. Well, it's more of reciprocity. It's not this thing that you just get because you're talking to me, and I really want y'all to learn the difference. Thanks.
That's why I be telling the men I mess with, if your birthday is before mine, you're not getting anything.
I hate
you're not
like that. Literally makes
you're not
me
getting anything from me if your birthday is before mine.
Because I always have to go, like, I have to see what you do for me, and that for me sets a comfortable tone about what I do for you. In my last few situations, their birthdays came before mine, and I'm like,
except for riding around that RR, his wasn't his.
No, his birthday was 2 months into our relationship.
Oh, I thought his birthday was like in December or something.
It is. We got together in October.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Girl, I'm looking like, and then not Christmas 10 days away.
Oh, you
did something nice for him. You did something nice. That was cute.
I did, but I mean, obviously, I've done much more. For other people, but it was because I had a chance to see how far they would go for me.
Exactly.
I feel like for what I did for him, I feel like, okay, cool. Like, I know I could do better, but he don't know that.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Like, you really happy with the gift. Yeah. So you better hope we get together after October, because before October. Because I'm not buying you anything if your birthday is before. You're not getting.
You're sick.
You're getting a happy birthday.
Okay, but if this is your boyfriend.
That's what she said when she first starts talking to somebody. Like that first, like they meet and then his birthday comes. It's like, ooh, sorry, Val. I would love you go.
That completely. I only bought him a gift because he was my actual boyfriend. Like, no, so I'm saying,
let's say, okay, we start dating. Let's say we met November, start dating.
She has to wait until her birthday comes back around to get him a gift for his birthday. Is what she's saying.
Okay, I don't even want to use December, because if you buy me something nice for Christmas, then I can assume you would do something nice for my birthday. So let's say we start dating in January and your birthday comes in June. You might get a dinner.
You might get a gift card.
Yeah, you're sick.
A gift card to a hardware store or something.
That's 6 months in, Jametra.
But
but that is like, if Christmas hasn't passed yet, I feel like Christmas could be like a borderline temperature check.
No, but Valentine's Day would have passed in that, because January, she was at February.
March. Damn.
Oh, bitch, you're sick.
we start dating in March. Your birthday is in April or June, whenever the fuck. No, I'm not buying you anything.
I get it.
Okay, let me not say I'm not buying you anything, but it's not gonna
be anything extravagant. You're gonna get a card, possibly a gift card.
Yeah.
If we're not in an actual relationship, I don't know if I'm gonna be talking to you next month.
No, I'm talking about in an actual relationship.
She was talking about in a relationship as well.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing, like.
All right.
If I was like Tasia and I get a boyfriend within 2 weeks of meeting them, then how am I supposed to know?
All right, bitch.
You know what? Honestly, I stand this because y'all had me in the hot seat in October. That's exactly right. Ride around in a in a scat pack.
In a what?
In a scat pack.
That's what they got.
Car.
Girl,
close enough.
Girl, I know why she said it.
The feds finna be watching.
I know why she said
And
that.
the feds finna think it's
The
about
names
them,
are
and
kinda
it's not
similar.
Lil
I'm sure there's a Glock in the passenger seat. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know what that means, so somebody's gonna have to type it.
I'm pretty sure there's a Glock in the passenger seat. Who do you think I am?
It's not who
I
you
think I
are.
associate myself
It's who's
with.
driving the Scat Pack.
A Scat
Yeah.
Pack. You're sick.
Yeah.
What kind of niggas do you think I associate myself with?
We was in Rolls Royces in October, so yeah, we're in the Scat Pack now.
And we're in the RR, bitch.
Yeah.
You
It's
was
crazy.
You was in the Rolls
That's past tense. Thank you. I've since gotten out of the car. Thank you. I'm back in
right now. Now she's on Thomas the Train.
No, right now I'm in Aspen the Audi. That would be my car. That's in my name. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Me too, girl.
Okay, you know, I ain't even gonna put your business out like that. I ain't gonna put your business. We can talk about that offline. We can talk about that offline.
Y'all, she thought she was cute just now. It's fine. I'm gonna get her as soon as this podcast stopped recording.
I just wanted to know. I just was trying to clarify. I mean, I thought like, yeah, you was done with the RR, but you gotta, you know, TT.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, pop culture. We're gonna be talking about DaBaby. So if you guys don't know, Mr. What's his real name? Kirkland? Whatever his name is. I don't fucking know. Kirk, some bullshit. He decided to go out during Rolling Loud and make statements regarding the LGBTQ community. And then, you know, people were outraged. Because what was his exact, what did he say? He said something about HIV. What was he saying? Does anybody know? Does anybody have the quote?
Honestly, I didn't even bother to ever watch the clip. Because
yeah,
I
was
just
I didn't either.
Okay, I heard he said, he was like, he was like, put your lighters in the air, put your lighters in the air. Then he started saying, if you don't got no HIV, AIDS, or any of those deadly diseases, and you ain't finna die in 2 weeks, put your phone lighters up. Then he said, if you a bitch and your pussy smell like water, put your lighters up. Then he said, if you wasn't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your lighters up. And then his DJ was like, yeah. And then his DJ was like, yeah, cause you niggas be suspect. And he was like, yeah, y'all ain't no real niggas, something like that. So yeah.
Okay, so he alienated.
AIDS.
So the first problem was that he alienated those with HIV and AIDS,
and said they were gonna die in 2 weeks. People ain't dying from AIDS no more. This is not
okay. From what I've seen on social media, I thought that his statement was like,
if you're gay, you have
HIV.
Gay,
then you have HIV and AIDS.
No.
That's
I
what
just
thought he said.
I didn't get that.
Okay, gotcha. But he also, he also saw that he stood 10 toes down.
This is where this is where he connected the HIV and AIDS. Yeah, he said that if you ain't got HIV, and you ain't gonna die in 2 weeks, or if you wasn't sucking dick in the parking lot. Then when people were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He doubled down in the video and was like. And he was saying how I wasn't talking about my fans. All my fans was hype. They loved it. They was putting their phone lighters up. All my fans was hype. And then he went off into a tangent and said, yeah, I got gay fans. Oh, I love my gay fans. But my gay fans got standards. My gay fans ain't dirty. My gay fans don't be sucking dick in the car. My gay fans don't be doing this. My gay fans ain't dirty. They don't got none of them diseases.
Oh,
that's what he started saying.
That's when he started associating HIV.
Yeah. We were like, what? What?
Like, wait a minute.
What do you mean they ain't dirty? They got standards. I mean, that car could have been clean. So what?
This whole thing is exhausting.
What are you talking about?
Now he's getting pulled from. I think he's gotten pulled for like 4 festivals.
Yeah, they stopping it, and he had a collab with Boohoo Men. They said no more.
Yep.
And did y'all see his apology today that came out today?
I saw somebody say it on Twitter, but I didn't get a chance to look at it.
I'm gonna pull it up because I feel like this apology needs reading. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I know in the episode we finna talk nice to these niggas, but this shows me exactly why you can't talk nice to them. Let me find it real quick. Hold on, so I can be clear on what he said exactly. Because I said, what the fuck?
I'm not surprised.
All right, y'all ready? So, it was an Instagram an Instagram release. He says, social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless. Sir, you spent your whole apology saying how you are hurt because people are canceling you and not defending you and not educating you. But my nigga, you were not alive when people were dying from AIDS.
Yeah, so like where you getting this misinformation is just you seeing that shit in Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Because
I'm like, you weren't alive when that was happening.
Literally, like modern day people are not dying from HIV/AIDS. So you are continuing to perpetuate the stigma and the false narrative that one HIV/AIDS is a deadly disease and that people just be dying. You can't touch nothing that person that's infected with the virus.
They're dirty.
Blase. They're dirty. And that it's a gay disease.
Exactly. Like,
but you were misinformed. He's like, what, 27?
I think it's 29, maybe.
And it's like, okay, that's even worse. And it's 2021. Yeah. All the information out about STDs and STIs. So at this point, to me, it sounds like he just doesn't know about sexually transmitted diseases and infections. Exactly. Because that's what they talk about. They talk about HIV and AIDS, and they tell you how that's transmitted, and they tell you about how the virus progresses. Because doesn't it start off as HIV and goes to AIDS? Or is it opposite? Yes. So they tell you about how that progresses. If you knew about sexual health, you would know that you wouldn't make these statements saying that.
I don't think people like him know about sexual health. Honestly,
I don't think so either. That's what it's giving. So who's the dirty one? Who's the dirty one?
And that's another part for me. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all straight niggas be sticking y'all nasty ass dick in bitches from the east to the west with no protection.
Everybody bacterial vaginosis.
Exactly. But now all of a sudden, when it comes to being gay, we need to have some kind of standard. You motherfuckers got 30 baby mamas. The fuck can you tell a gay motherfucker? Even when Lil Boosie and T.I. talking about something, y'all they wanted to come and join in and chime in something. They were like, y'all let Lil Nas X have his opinion while why the baby can't have his opinion. Lil Nas X is being gay on space. That's not the same thing. He's being gay, minding his business. What is wrong with you? And
his existence is not an opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they were like, y'all want to show the kids all this homosexuality. You show these kids poor sex life. Literally. You have all these baby mamas. Kids,
you humping on Tiny in that goddamn pool that nobody wanted to see.
Exactly. You don't teach your kids about sexual health. You let your son be raped by a freaking adult.
A prostitute or whatever it was.
Yes. And I'm like, so now all of a sudden, when it comes to being gay, everybody want to have all these morals. I'm like, listen, you can't have morals with me when you was just sucking so-and-so dick yesterday. You can't all of a sudden just be, oh, I'm so against gayness. Honey.
Right.
What sense does that make?
None at all. If you don't like gay marriage, you don't like gay relationships, don't be in a gay relationship.
Exactly. That's the point.
It's really that simple.
Just don't. So you say they make a decision to be gay, then you don't be gay. You keep doing
if that's the case, if they're making decisions, you decide not to, you dumbass.
I hate when they be like, oh, the kids. Girl, fuck your kids.
Right, because you don't be saying nothing when the kids be watching Baby Boy and they be seeing how Joe doggy bed out. You don't say nothing about the kids. The kids don't need to be seeing this.
You don't say nothing about the kids in your own motherfucking house when they gotta go back to their mama house. Because you got 5 baby mamas.
Yeah, the whole thing is just nauseating and exhausting, and I can't even be bothered. Like, I feel like the world has reached a place that his comments have put him in a unfortunate position, because I feel like if this was, a while ago, it wouldn't matter. He would have still had these deals and still had these opportunities. But I'm glad that, companies and corporations are becoming advocates and allies to the LGBTQ community. And I just feel like people like him need to be more conscious, and if you're going to aspire to be in a position where you're going to have a platform, you're going to be accessible by to millions of people, that you don't speak on things like that if you don't know what's true and what's not. I mean, yes, people do die from complications of HIV and AIDS to this day, yeah. But is this an epidemic from the 80s? No, it's really not. So it's like, don't do that. And then again, associating it with being dirty and associating it with just being gay, when
that's not the case.
There's literally straight people with AIDS.
You can get it from getting a tattoo if the needle was dirty.
You can get it from getting a blood transfusion. Literally, the legendary Arthur Ashe, Black athlete legend, died from contracting that from a blood transfusion. He was a straight male. So at this point, honestly, just please shut up. Like, I can't. I can't.
I tell la boca. Please. I want everybody to be quiet.
That's what I'm saying. You niggas y'all not smart at all. You're not smart.
Just be yapping at the
I think I've met my quota for negative thoughts about men for this episode, so.
God damn it, now we gotta pull out the positive pill. Pop it real quick.
Listen, that's easy because y'all in love. That's what happened.
That's Tasia.
I don't like how this is becoming that's Tasia. Tasia is there.
Because whenever I'm in any type of anything, this is how you act towards me.
I don't be doing that to you. I do not be doing that to you.
Tasia, what? How many times have you gotten on this podcast and accused me of being in secret relationships?
You don't be in a secret relationship.
I don't be in secret relationship. I tell y'all, like,
you were in a secret relationship with RR. We had to pull that one out. I was
not in a secret relationship. I literally, y'all asked me about it like the next day, and I was like, yeah.
She was like, yeah, we've been together for 3 months. I just didn't want to tell you that.
True. That's not true. Y'all, this is
I don't remember, but I remember we were like,
because it's not true. Because it's not true. You don't remember because it didn't happen. What?
You're lying.
I remember whatever you said. We was like, question mark.
I don't remember what you said, but I remember we were like,
wait, we were like, baby, bitch, what? Friend.
I don't be in secret relationships, but anyway, this is basically how Tasia is towards me, so like, I have no choice but to return the favor.
Y'all never knew what y'all were missing,
but I knew once we start kissing, I found.
She found you.
Why is she so eager to sing this?
Cause I told you, she in love.
I had to stop. She got so engrossed in the song.
She in love. Girl, she is not in love. She is not in love.
Just to put that out there, everybody. Bolo.
It's opposite day. When I say she in love, that means she is not in love. Okay.
You know the fans be watching, child. Ooh, child.
Woo! What a roller coaster, guys.
All right. All right. So if you guys cannot tell by the title, we are. Well, you probably can't because that's my man, and I'm still beside him. The reason
because you bitches always be talking about my man.
My boy, man, let me for dead, ho.
Literally, y'all. But this is the positive. Why we be like,
but today, you know how we talked about red flags last episode. Today we're going to be talking about positive, healthy relationships, or what you would say, green flags. You know, so we're going to be, because we've heard plenty of times that we are men bashers. We hate men. Women.
They're hateables.
But we want to let you guys know we don't hate men. We just hate trash men.
Exactly.
And it's not our fault that there is an overwhelmingly amount of trash men in comparison to the good men. And it's not our fault that we have had, all three of us have had experiences with trash men more than we have with good men. So if it doesn't apply, let it motherfucking fly, nigga.
But to all you niggas who listen, the ones who listening, that have something to say, it applies to y'all.
Yeah, the ones that be listening, it do be applying to y'all because y'all be the ones crying in the damn DM saying, "You guys hate men."
So please, we got to be very clear.
No, honestly, what I've noticed when I have come across a good man, he has no problem admitting that niggas are trash, and that's when I be knowing.
Exactly.
Like, so that's the first step.
You. He knows. Yeah, they can always admit, say, you know what, you're right. This ain't shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me, but you're right. I've seen a whole bunch of trash ass niggas. I'd be like, see, thank you for being an ally, and I'm glad you decided to not go down that route. Now let's go.
But you know what them trash niggas be doing? Get defensive. Yeah.
They do. They get defensive. They get so defensive. Why would you say that? Bitches ain't shit. How about that? Y'all wouldn't like bitches ain't shit. No, actually, sir, I wouldn't care because the shoe doesn't fit, Cinderella.
Or it does. Because to some of y'all, I don't.
Or yeah, also sometimes it could fit. And I own up to it.
Before, and I'd be like, that was the point. Hello?
Damn, I ain't been told that I ain't shit.
I have. And
I've never been told that. I could see that for you.
Damn, you're a demon.
I have, and that's the point.
That's what I was trying to do, nigga. Duh. No shit, Sherlock. Thank you.
Like, let's say something we don't know. Okay.
Okay, now that we're getting the formalities out the way. Okay, next.
Oh, y'all are sick.
Damn, if a nigga told me that I shit, I would be taken aback. Because I ain't never.
No, this person who told me I was not taken aback because I said,
oh, because
I was trying to be.
Yeah.
I wanted you to leave me alone.
Yeah, the most I've gotten is like you be playing games, and that'd be when I'm actually playing games. So whatever.
Yeah, but like it's duh. Like, why are you saying this? We get it, Inspector Gadget, Captain Obvious. What's the point?
I'm not in denial like you.
Right.
Okay, let's get to positive.
Okay, let's go back to positive pill.
See, it's that hard. Okay.
Y'all right. Y'all just start thinking about y'all men that y'all got. Y'all start thinking about y'all men.
You start thinking about your man that you got. Okay, my man. How about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hopefully your man don't leave you for dead.
Oh yeah, hopefully your man don't leave you for dead.
I'm talking to you too. Fucking both
She
of them. She really did. Yeah. You too, girl.
Yeah. My man ain't gonna leave you for dead, ho.
Sick.
My man ain't gonna leave you for dead, ho. Anyways,
I ain't gonna say what mine ain't gonna do because but y'all don't know.
You never know.
They do say as soon as you start speaking highly of these men,
you never know.
See, so let me knock on some wood. Right. My man ain't gonna leave you for dead, ho.
I ain't gonna say that.
Not drywall. Girl,
I'm knocking on it all.
Anything.
Okay, let me go to the first question. Okay, so can you say that you've been in a healthy relationship where the green weighed out the red? If so, can you tell us about that situation? Don't all speak at once.
Okay, let's say this, because I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, but like in the beginning, or like at a certain, let me not even say it in the beginning, but like at certain parts of the relationship, it was great. And then, but so sometimes.
Good answer.
I have. Did it last the whole relationship? I feel like obviously not, because then we would be together.
Then we wouldn't be together. I mean,
but it lasted for like a solid like year and a half.
Wow, that's good. I have never seen that before.
Wow.
Cheers to that, man. Wow. I'm glad you were able to experience that, Morgan.
Serious. That's a long time. That's good.
Yeah, that's a long time. I have
you don't know how because it's like I can recognize that honestly, and it's like that's so sad. Like that's sick.
Yeah, that is.
That having someone actually like do right by you and you be happy, like genuinely happy
Yeah.
for a year and a half, like you won't be hearing about that. That's sick.
Unless they marry right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, unless they still together. Especially not from a single person.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I wish there could be like more just like amicable breakups where it doesn't have to go down this really long toxic road.
Agreed.
Where you can like you can recognize when it's going bad and then just leave it there instead of like drawing out this really bad thing. Yeah.
I feel like then, because you be like, okay, we was together for this year and a half and it was amazing, it was great, it was everything I thought it would be, and now we got this 2-month period of it going to shit, and then you just keep thinking about, oh, but it used to be like that, so we can get it back, and then it just it just get worse and worse.
It's like worse. A cycle.
Like the bad part keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Exactly. Because you're thinking about like it's kind of like you. Okay, so to me, to answer the question, it's like I'm gonna go with Jametra's answer. Yes, I've had moments where the really parts of the relationship were really good, but then it got bad, and the only reason why I stayed in the relationship was due to how it was in the past. Like, oh, he obviously can be this type of man. So it kind of is like you fall into the cycle of the potential. You got potential. You.
Girl, she's singing today for y'all bitches. This is what y'all get when.
That's what somebody said. She said, "You got potential."
This is what y'all get when bitches fall in love. This is what y'all get.
I Dios mío. But like, yeah, so you fall into that cycle of potential. But
and then it snowballs and blows up in your face.
Yeah, and it just keeps, it gets bad. But since we're talking about positive, I can say
I thought she froze. What happened?
What's taking so long?
I can
you
say
have all this time
that I have also experienced positive, good, healthy.
For how long?
Okay, well, it hasn't been that long, sister.
It's been a week. Let's be clear.
Relax. Like, calm down.
In like a but you said relationship.
No. I think this one can't count because you don't fucking know him.
Yeah, like relationship wise. Yeah. Like this is your actual boyfriend.
Well,
yeah, I know what I said.
Yeah, but my thing is the timing. Exactly.
You in a relationship right now?
That's but I'm in love.
Hold on. Stop. Cut the cameras.
Cameras. Okay, so
now let's having a giggle.
I lost my goddamn question. Oh shit, it didn't delete it. Okay, so all right, so what are some good characteristics?
Tasia, have you been in a relationship with green flags?
Oh yeah. Sorry, we gotta backtrack. Okay, so I have only an experience in a relationship where it was green or it was good, positive, it was healthy for a certain amount of time. Yes, did that relationship continue after that certain amount of time extended? Okay, yes, that kind of goes back into the whole statement that I made about, the potential. So like where it was good between me and him, where it was good, it lasted probably about like 7 months. And then things started to get pretty toxic. We would argue a lot. We would, you got to get out, those kind of things. I'm walking across campus with my suitcase in tow, those kind of things. Crazy throwing frozen meat at people's heads, those kind of things.
Christmas trees.
Yeah, Christmas trees, football helmets, that kind of stuff. 7 months. Good was 7 months, and then after that, all that shit started happening, those kind of things. So, yeah, sorry, Maureen, couldn't make it to your year and a half. I aspire to make it to your year and a half plus more.
Mine was my red flags was somebody who I was
green flags.
Green.
I mean green. Sorry, girl. Everything I was gonna say, it was gonna be positive. What I said, y'all don't shoot me. Don't shoot. It was with somebody who we were never in a relationship. Oh, actually, I got two. So
wow.
I do. One of them is the nose ring boy that me and Tay just talked about last week. There was nothing wrong with him. It was actually great. The problem was me. I probably was the red flag for him. You know? But
that's an interesting point, but I'm going for you to finish.
Yeah. So I probably was a red flag for him, but as far as him to me, there wasn't any red flags. It just didn't work out because of me. I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on in my life at the time, and we were never in a relationship together. We were just dating or hanging out, whatever you want to call it. And then the second one is also somebody else I was never in a relationship with, but he did turn into the red flag. That was not my fault. That was not my fault.
I agree.
That probably lasted for, honestly, I might give it a year.
Wow.
And y'all never made it to a relationship?
Okay, let me say.
She doesn't like commitment.
No. It's not that I don't like commitment.
What is it then?
You avoid
that may be a little bit, but with the one who lasted a year,
That cat's got your tongue, bitch. Cat's got your tongue.
I know what I want to say. I know what I want to say, but I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it. Because I didn't have a boyfriend, but I was just going in between two men. There we go. I was just, you know, I was with neither one of them.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out
a flavor.
She was trying to figure out what she wanted to do, what she wanted to see her future as. So she was just, dibbling and dabbling.
Yeah, and because it was like after I had been in a relationship for like 2 years, and so I said, let me take a break. Unlike some people, I be having to take a break. I can't.
Okay, bitch. You've been taking a break this entire time.
Who?
Me.
So, I didn't know we were including like non-relationships. Well, okay, I've had recently. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I've had a I guess green flag experience outside of a relationship too. That lasted for a few months.
I have a green flag experience outside of a relationship. Oh, I did have one. But that quickly turned into a red motherfucking flag because that nigga was cuckoo. He was crazy in the head.
See, and I don't have any. I ain't even gonna. Most of my relationship, I only had red flags. Like I should have stopped in the beginning. I should have.
Oh, that made me go back to what I was gonna say to your point. When you were talking about your first green flag with the guy, you were like you were more of a red flag for him. In my relationship, where like the good outweighed the bad for a year and a half. I hate that I'm gonna say this, but it's the truth. I was a really bad partner in the beginning, and like he held the relationship together in the beginning, not me. And I think that I can, I've grown and I can identify and realize and admit that, but I just think that is like not weird, just uncommon.
Yeah, I agree because I ain't never been a red flag for a nigga. No, I'm kidding.
I was kidding. I don't know. I don't think I was a red flag, but I wasn't.
Probably some of the stuff you were doing, and it probably was a red flag. Be like, okay.
No, so it wasn't like that. It was like I was super busy at the time we got together. Like, also my communication was really bad.
Is this CVS? Like, are you talking about CVS? Yes. I don't know any of the code names. CVS? It's not ringing a bell.
Boom boom.
Boom boom.
Not
after
boom
Jorge.
boom.
After Jorge.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because remember, I had met Auntie at CVS. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, I forgot about Auntie meeting him at CVS. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, at the time I was like, I was in the middle of crossing, aka like my schedule was, I can't even, like, I had no time to dedicate to our relationship really. The only time he saw me was like late at night. And most of the time he was helping me. Like I don't know, like I was just very not a good girlfriend. Not a good girlfriend at all. And I can admit that. But he held it down, and I was able to like get it together once I got my life together.
See, so. When I know I'm gonna be a bad girlfriend, we can just keep doing what we do. We don't gotta
I didn't know.
Oh, see, I'm very self-aware. I know.
I didn't know
lie to
what
myself about it.
I couldn't have predicted that just because the timing, like I didn't know what crossing was gonna look like. I didn't know like a new semester had just started. I didn't know how busy I was about to be. Like I didn't know that everything was about to become like super chaotic. And I think what happened was most of my energy went to everything else, and so like I didn't have much left to give, and I couldn't have anticipated that. But he was like super patient and really, really, really helped me like in all aspects. He did all my homework, like did my projects for me. Like he was super helpful.
Well, that's nice. I ain't never been with a man who would do my homework.
Me either.
I would never trust none of them.
I've said multiple times, like if it wasn't for him, like my second math in college.
Yeah, he was. CVS was a good guy for that. He definitely was. He got you through that.
He was very smart.
Yeah, love that for you. Okay, so when I okay, let me think of situation. So to Morgan said her point of like, have I ever been a red flag? You know, since we're talking so well about men today, I definitely should have been. I definitely should have been a red flag, or I was in Morgan's situation of me being a bad girlfriend at one point in the same relationship that I mentioned earlier. It was after a point after we had some things happen in our relationship and we had broken up and gotten back together. Jametra, you're gonna have to put yourself on mute, honey. Yeah, thank you. After we had broken up and gotten back together, I definitely was not a good girlfriend in the fact that I knew that I should have ended it, but I didn't end it because I was like, oh, we've been in a relationship for this long. We have this so much history. We basically said we're gonna marry each other. We planned our wedding damn near. We have the date. Like we knew that we were gonna. Well, we didn't know. We thought we were gonna get married. So like I was like, this obviously is just one of the things that we have to go through because we said we're gonna get married. Like so, but I definitely was a bad friend. The latter half of the relationship, I did some things that I'm not proud of. I behaved in a way that I'm not proud of. Yeah, you know.
We've all grown.
We've all grown. What do you call that? Growth.
And they say it'll be
okay. All right, singing girl of the world. All right. All right. Okay. So the next question is, what are some good characteristics, or what are some things that you've noticed in these like healthy patches or these healthy relationships that you look for in future partners?
Caring and giving. Literally, I just need you to care. I don't give a fuck if I'm not doing. Let me stop there. I don't care that if I'm not doing anything all day, but you know, just care enough to ask, care enough to be interested, and then giving. Because I really don't like a stingy man. It turns me off, and I don't mean just like giving in like then financially, just like regular stuff. Just don't act like, oh, I'm trying to take X, Y, and Z from you, because most of you, I could not say that.
Yeah.
In an actual relationship where it was really great. Honestly, it was really everything. Like I think it was great because he paid a lot of attention to me and my needs, and I wouldn't even have to like ask for help. Like it was taking that initiative, I think, would be one of those things. Like you see I have a lot going on, and you know I'm not going to ask you for help, so you let me know it's already taken care of. Like I like someone and I look for someone who takes initiative and like pays that much attention to me and what I have going on.
Yeah, and that's what I meant by caring. Like, I'm never gonna ask a man for anything either. But like,
the fuck not either.
But just you're caring enough to think like, oh, this is going on. Like, care, just like this is what Jametra has going on in her life right now. This is what I can do.
And how can I help? Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was also nice that he actively looked for ways to like make my day and like make me happy. Literally just make me happy or make me smile. Being an actual leader, like if we're fighting and you like, you know what, this not us. Like, let's talk and figure it out. Or having intentional conversations and saying, okay, so this is where I see us in this amount of time. How can we get there? That was really important to me, being able to communicate emotionally, and not being one of those men that is like, is pulling teeth just trying to get basic information or trying to see what's wrong or what the problem is or how we can fix it and all that. Like, nobody want to do that. And I would say in my most recent situation, I would say the things that I appreciated the most would be, I would say, the attentiveness and leadership, also the support, helpfulness. The biggest thing for me, well, one of the biggest things for me was like the spiritual aspect, me not having to initiate that. Because I think in all of my relationships, it was me pushing like God, and not pushing, but bringing it into a conversation. Like, oh, maybe we should do this, or maybe we should do this. But most recently, it was more like, I found a sermon. What day do you want to watch together? Or I found a Bible plan for us for this week. Like, stuff like that. Like, I didn't notice how, well, I never knew because I just had never really experienced that, how much it is important to me. So now I know, like, that's something that I really do value, because I would want that in a husband. And I feel like if someone didn't have that quality specifically, I wouldn't even think I could potentially marry them, because it's like, you can't lead me for real.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna have to pull from a couple of situations here because homegirl's a little barren with the good for one nigga. Okay,
barren.
Yeah. So I could go back to one situationship. One thing that I good. He was very attentive, and he really cared about, me, cared about my feelings. Like, there was no ulterior motives. And he just genuinely wanted to make sure like I was okay, and he paid attention to the things that I mentioned that I liked and things of that nature. And he had a lot of he was, I wouldn't say he was persistent because it wasn't like I was turning him down, but the effort, he had a lot of effort, and it was good effort. It wasn't like manipulative effort. It was like where he wanted to get to know me more. He wanted to know about me, those kind of things. And like he would do like sweet gestures. Like, we didn't live near each other, so like he knew that I like to get flowers for myself every week, so he would like just send money to get. He was like, oh, these are for your flowers. Or like I had mentioned for like, oh, I love hot Cheetos, he would send me like, oh, here goes your hot Cheeto money, laughing, like that kind of stuff. Like, it's you paying. Like, I didn't come out and say like, oh my gosh, give me some hot Cheetos, or oh, I love hot Cheetos, I wish someone would give me some hot Cheetos, or oh my gosh, I wish someone would just buy me some flowers. Like, I never once said that. It was just him listening in conversation. He realized those are the things that I like. Another situation, also with that same situation, he was very emotionally mature. And he was okay with showing his emotions. And that let me know that I want the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with to be able to have conversations about emotions, and anger not be the only emotion that they can effectively express. If that's all you can express to me is anger, you're not the one for me. Like, we should be able to have conversations about different emotions and be able to work through those. And then another situation, he was also pretty attentive and he paid attention to things I like. And he was really big on words of affirmation. And that's when I realized that words of affirmation is like my top love language before I even took the damn test. So like when he would say things or, encourage me, like, tell me certain things about myself, like you're doing great, you're blah, 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 blah. That really meant a lot to me. The relationship when man, that was so long ago I couldn't even think.
Is killing me.
That was so long ago. I cannot think of anything positive because the negative is quite frankly outweighed.
Next, and he does not deserve next.
He does not.
It does
no.
not exist.
So yeah. The limit does not exist for that one. But yeah, all the other ones very much true, and that's because of those.
We all pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah,
we just want to make him pay attention to us and just
May
go out of their way to do.
Be a leader, pay attention, be supportive, be obsessed with me in a healthy way. Thank you.
I'm glad she had it in a healthy way because I was like, wait a minute, because I've had two niggas that have been obsessed with me.
Why you so obsessed?
And
in a healthy way.
Yeah, the unhealthy way is a hell no for me. Like why? Never mind.
I honestly be feeling like if you've never said why you ain't send me no selfie in 2 days, then you don't like me for real. Because
don't you want to see my face?
Why are you not fiending for my face?
I'm dead.
I'm not understanding.
Do it like it's your birthday, baby.
Welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled.
Please.
Is my command.
Ooh.
I don't like it here.
That bitch said fulfilled.
Fulfilled.
I just got to the episode where she quit loving hip hop. She said, tear up the contract. I said, ooh.
Damn Puerto Rican princess. Yikes. Last question. So now that we've talked about, the things that we look for, things that we've learned that we like, how are you, that these are the things that you're going to get out of a man? How are you, the age-old question with, the men love to ask, what do you bring to the table? That bullshit. How do you feel like you are, setting yourself up to be receiving of these good characteristics, or are you not in that headspace now?
If they come in front of me, I'll take them. It's really that simple.
Yeah, like more so because
it's really simple, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's really that simple.
I feel like
I don't know why Jametra's being peanut gallery up there because self-saboteur cannot.
But
so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
What I'm saying is, who knows what you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I got. But before okay, let me be for real. Before, if I wasn't ready to be in a relationship, I don't give a fuck. But now, I don't care what you could have everything that I said I wanted. I'm doing me this time around. I'm doing me.
When's the last time I heard that?
This is sick.
But seriously, but now, okay, let me not put myself in Front Street. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
I'm with Morgan.
Say, I agree. If I come across a situation where, and that's the thing, like when I meet someone, I don't assume that they'll be everything I want or need. I just kind of observe. Like I'm present in the moment with you and interact with you, but I'm also taking notes in the back of my mind. And within like 2 conversations, I kind of know how far I'd like to take it with you on like a preliminary basis. But I'm not opposed to that energy in my life, obviously. But, it's like a shortage. But, we shall see. I feel like I put myself in a great position by existing. I'm amazing.
That's what I more so think is. I think I agree with Morgan. I more so think it's more of a mindset because we're not those girls who they talk about. We got our own stuff. We all have our own life. We all make our own money. We all doing our own thing. So we really don't need a man for anything. It's more so the mind in your mind, like, are you open and are you ready for this type of relationship? If you're not gonna behave like you are.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah.
That is true. I'm going to second what you all said because I have been in situations where because it was good or they were giving good things, it's like, wow, this is something that I can totally get with, but I didn't necessarily want it. I still was like, oh, I can do it. And the shit didn't work because I quite frankly didn't give a fuck about the guy. Yeah,
I think that matters to the actual guy because I can honestly say there are a few, maybe 2 or 3 guys that I know that I could pursue a relationship with right now, and like the things they could do for me would make me happy, but they don't do it for me. And so how I actually feel about you as a person, you know, that matters. Like I can't even if you have all of these qualities that I want and I need, like if I don't think about you, if I don't think about you during the day, and when you call me, if I don't get a little
butterfly,
if I don't feel the need to put on a little lip gloss when I see your name pop up, like that's when I know.
Do it for me. Yeah,
that's when I know. If you don't do it for me, then I can't. As much as I know you could,
she might not do it for you, little nigga, but she finna do it for me.
Hey. You free for me. Hey.
But yeah, that's also a big factor.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree because Jesus, I've done 0 out of 10. Do not recommend trying to make it work just because they're good on paper because it will never work. And I'm glad I was able to get that out of my system before.
I tried. It failed, y'all. Don't do that.
I would never do that again. And I have to be with someone that, like Morgan says, does it for me. Because I'm in this mindset of that I am open to receiving something that is genuine, something that is real, something that is serious. That's how I'm accepting of those characteristics. Yes, I may have times where I'm like kind of doubtful and I may kind of revert back to like, oh, this nigga could be lying, or oh, that's what they all say. Oh, boss, those kind of that talk. Yeah, sometimes that happens, but it's also I really try to tell myself to not let past experiences dictate what's going on now, because that person didn't do anything to me. So why would I make them pay for the mistakes of others? Because quite frankly, that's not their problem.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's okay, but always be on standby.
Yeah.
No, you gotta have your blinders on. You gotta pay attention to things. Some things you might have to toss in the back of your head and make notes of. Agreed. I'm not saying go out there and be doe-eyed and be frivolous and oblivious to the things that people say and the things that people move. You got to pay attention to the way people move. And like if they might not be saying it, they can still be saying it without saying it. So in that way, but don't let trash niggas ruin nigga.
Yeah.
Good strict. Okay, so next question. Why did you? This is the last question. I was just laughing at Jametra's face the way you. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Damn, I actually just lost the question. Damn. Oh, okay. So since we're giving out positive affirmations, could you? Oh, okay.
Who we giving our affirmations?
I'm just saying because we're being positive about men right now.
Okay. I'll go with it.
What is one thing? I'm trying to think. How can I word this? What is? Okay, y'all know how there's this trend going around of like, oh, what is it saying? Like 21 things you don't know about a man or how he feels.
You love about him.
Yeah, like what is something? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, what's a positive
one thing you love about who?
Well, yeah, because y'all ain't got no niggas. So what is one thing? No, I wasn't saying it like that. I wasn't saying it like that.
Girl, okay, wait till we wrap this up because
we hurry up and end. She just tried to.
No, I wasn't saying it like that. What is one positive thing that you can say about a good man in your life? Don't speak all at once.
I mean, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. I'm just kidding.
Beautiful gowns.
You go first since you in love. Let me think about it.
I always go last.
No, you go first because you're in love. This should be easy.
One positive thing that I can say. Well, y'all told me I can't use that. So what, can I use it or not?
You can use it now since you're in love.
Okay. All right, bitch.
If that's the one in your life right now.
Okay, bitch. So the one positive thing that I can say is that he is very attentive and he cares about not only himself, but I would say he's selfless, and he, thinks about the betterment of not only himself, but at the betterment of me. He's willing to help me through things that we've discussed before, and just relationship or just traumas in general. He listens very well, and he does offer, his advice and his thoughts. So
that's kind of what I was gonna say, but more so on the surface level. Like,
you should be opening up to these men.
Huh?
I said you don't be opening up to these men.
I don't open up to anybody. So
yeah, she doesn't.
That I feel like that doesn't count. But this one creates experiences, marvelous experiences.
Beautiful gowns, like you said.
Literally, but when I say we have so much fun together. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
It's amazing. I love it here. I'm just living life.
That's really what it be.
I'm fucking weak. Morgan?
All right, guys, it's time for Word of the Week.
All right, bitch.
I am DEAD.
No, Morgan, what's your answer? You have to say one positive thing about a man in your life.
I don't got nothing.
We didn't have to say it's a man that you're involved with romantically. You could have said something about Uncle Dennis. Damn it, we wouldn't have known.
I ain't say nothing about nobody I'm romantically involved with.
Girl, shut up.
Me, I didn't.
Who'd you say it about then, Jametra? Who are you talking about, Louis?
My friend.
Girl.
Your special friend. All right.
Your friend be bringing you to... Your friend be telling you to come meet him in different states?
What are you talking about?
Oh, now she doesn't know what we're talking about. Yeah,
okay.
I was trying to get to Word of the Week, but y'all didn't want that.
Girl, that ain't true. That's not what we on right now. We on you. Positive.
Oh, it's the word of the week.
You can say something positive about TT. I mean, he may not be right now, but you can say something. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. That was maybe like, a week ago? So you can say something positive about him.
We don't want to talk about length.
No, I was just saying, like, he was still kind of in her life.
He has nice suits.
You forgot.
Play with you.
I'm dead.
I'm not about to play with you. Not you saying all these other good things about good characteristics about that man. And I know which one you was referring to when I know the nigga that you was referring to him about them Bible plans. So, but now all of a sudden,
right now, all of a sudden,
because she said, and from what I took, it was someone who you're romantically involved with right now today.
And that's why I said you can mention him because that's fairly recent. That just ended, Morgan. Like, come on.
She did say.
Technically, I was talking about Uncle Dennis when I was talking about nice suits, but he got nice suits too.
Oh my God.
I'm dead. All right, girl. Do the word of the week. Let's put you out your misery.
If you wanna be smart and you wanna know how to speak, you come to Not That Complicated for the word of the week. Yeah. All right. This week's word was actually featured in Aquila in the Media.
Oh wow, I love that for Aquila.
Pulchritude. If you remember that scene.
PULCHRITUED. TUDE.
Pulchritude. Also, guys, I just want to shout out that, I've been coming with the words of the week, but I made y'all proud because I participated in a spelling bee not too long ago, and I won, y'all, but they was trying to cheat because I'm dark. But, I won anyway. Pulchritude is a noun spelled Pulchritude. Definition: physical comeliness. The magazine features a photo essay of celebrities who are famed for their Hollywood.
I was on mute. I was asking you, could you respell that? You said P-U-L what?
Pulchritude.
Okay, got you. You said it's a noun.
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't learn physical. That from Akilah and the Bee? That's what she was like.
I haven't watched that movie since it came out. I've only watched it like once.
It means physical comeliness. Used in a sentence, the magazine features a photo essay of celebrities who are famed for their Hollywood stardom and pulchritude.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, it's a descendant of the Latin adjective pulcher, which means beautiful.
Oh, okay. That's cute or whatever. So I challenge you all that are listening this week or watching us on the tube to use that word in your daily language this week.
Please do. Sound a little smart.
Get your vocabulary up, okay? Up, then it's stuck.
Yeah, it just basically means you look nice.
Mm-hmm. We love that. We love when we love when men can give you a different way to say that they admire the way you look. You know, because we're kind of, quite frankly, we're tired of the sexy chicks. I know I am. What? It's like so old and dusty. Like, come on, something else. Okay, so now it's on for Not That Complicated. Jametra, are you ready?
Yes.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Not that complicated.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. I really fuck with that one. That was a good one. I feel like we were pretty on sync on. Well, I guess we'll see after we get the recording. But it seemed like we were in sync.
It sounded like it to me. If we wasn't, fuck y'all.
Right. It sounded like it was to me. Okay. So for this week's Not That Complicated. Say you have been in a long-term relationship, right? Long-term as in 4+ years. And say you are some sort of public figure, or you have some sort of following. You know, people know you, people recognize you, people know of you, and you've been in this long-term relationship, and I'm not gonna say no one knows, but no one knows. Do you think that is just you being private, or is that you hiding?
It's not hiding. Am I going out of my way to make sure nobody knows?
No, there's just, quite frankly, they're just not really present on whatever social media or whatever it is that you do. They're not really that present. Like if somebody was like, you know, they didn't really know much about you and they just came across you, they wouldn't assume that you were in a relationship.
But like the people in my life know, right?
The people in your life do know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know it's not hiding.
Okay. Morgan?
Here's the thing, right? In 4+ years, like, that's a long time. Mm-hmm. And if I'm a public figure, then by now, somebody should have seen me with you or something like that. And if none of that has ever hit anything, then that would probably kind of mean I probably went out of my way to make sure it didn't. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm actually going places with you and we're in a real relationship and I'm seen with you and it never made it to the internet, then that's probably me having a hand in that. So realistically speaking, it would seem like it's hidden. Because
we put it that way.
It's like, that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can be private about it, but 4 years and it's a public figure now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So for me, I didn't think about that perspective, Morgan, that you did make a good point. Like, somebody, if I'm this person out there, somebody should have seen me with my significant other. And if they haven't, then obviously I'm doing something behind the scenes. But also, maybe not. I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's hiding. I only think it's hiding if you are making the conscious effort to not be seen or not to show this person. Like if say you guys are out and you're taking like a video of what's going on and you're telling the person like, oh, duck, move your head while you take the video, or like usually taking pictures a certain way so that it doesn't look as if you're with another person. You're very mystic and cryptic in the way that you say things when it comes to. I do think that's hiding, and also I think it's hiding, and I think that something's wrong with that. Like I don't think that's right. But when it comes to private, you being private and you're not just like being all out there, because some people genuinely they like to protect the people that they're with, the people that they care about, the people that they love, and they don't want to open that to people of the internet, because we know people on the internet can be real fucking crazy, and they try to be real funny. And remember, you bitches like to get. I can show you hilarious if you playing with the right one. So it's like I can see why someone would be private. And really, the only reason why I brought this up is because the whole Issa Rae thing.
Yeah, maybe she was in a relationship because it was announced when she got engaged.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. The last time I saw Issa with a man, I thought it was Asian. So
no, I knew she was in a relationship and I knew she was engaged. I just didn't know when she was going to get married.
Got you. Okay, see, the only reason why I brought that up because people have been on Twitter saying like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I want to be like Issa, move in silence, blah 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 blah. No, ain't nobody gonna know about blah blah blah." And then other people are like, "Okay, which one was it?" Last week y'all was saying y'all want to be loved out loud. Now y'all saying y'all want to be like Issa and blase blase.
I think in Issa's more situation more so. Social media is her job. That's not necessarily her husband's job, and he probably not into social media like that. Yeah. So probably for her, she probably had to make that decision. This is my job. You don't like it, so it's just two separate things. And it's not like she's going out. She didn't go out of her way to hide it.
Exactly. I agree.
She didn't put their relationship as a thing because a lot of times, especially in this day and age, the couple stuff. It brings revenue. It brings popularity. So some people just put it out there and be like, oh, let's take pictures. Let's do this. Let's go on Instagram together. She just decided not to do that. I don't think that's hiding.
Yeah, me either. But I think the people that she cared about, the people that mattered, obviously know.
Right. Because
I don't think she hid because we knew her relationship status, just not really much about who it was with. Like we knew she was in a relationship, we knew she was engaged, but it's like, do we see her fiance and like all that?
Exactly.
No.
So,
exactly.
And then people are talking about, oh, it's a secret wedding. Did you see how big that wedding was?
It was like, that was not a secret wedding. She just don't know your ass.
Yes. I'm like, you just didn't know. Like it wasn't a secret. Everybody knew they was in the south of France.
Like nothing was secret about that.
COVID test.
Nothing was secret about that at all. But yeah. I was just when I saw all that dialogue about Issa and her, it made me think about like there's definitely a difference between hiding and being private.
I'm not putting them.
You're not. So you're saying you're not gonna put any significant other on your social media ever?
I'm not saying ever, but let's say this: the person I'm dealing with, they got a whole bunch of followers. I would prefer.
I don't think I would do that either for your situation because nah, bro, y'all not gonna be coming up in my comments.
I don't want it. Please don't come. Please don't come to me as a woman. Yeah, no. I can't handle that. Don't do that.
Not as a woman.
Don't let me live my life.
Let me be oblivious. Let me not know. Yes. I do not want a flood of women in my DMs telling me. No.
I was talking to him last year.
Be like, oh my God.
And I'll be like, me too. Like, no, leave me.
What's your point? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. For your situation, I definitely would not want that. I've never been with someone that had like, your situation.
Yeah.
Never, nothing like that. So that's why I say for that, I would definitely agree. I'm not gonna say I ain't never gonna post nigga. I might scream what Cardi B be saying. What she say? You ain't going on the gram unless it. What she say? He ain't going.
I don't know.
Ring on your finger.
Yeah. He ain't going on the gram unless she got a ring on her finger or whatever. I'm not gonna be that extreme, but also it needs to be serious. Like, I've dated men before, and they ain't never seen the light of day on nothing of mine because quite frankly, it just wasn't serious enough for that to happen. Like, why do people need to know about me and you?
Yeah.
But like, if it is something serious, I'm more so, yes, I can be private, but I could, I could be a little personal and, let the people know. Cause I don't want to give off the persona that I'm not in a relationship. I don't want to give off the persona that the door is open and that y'all could come in. Cause then that can cause a whole that can cause a whole slew of problems that I wouldn't want. Like, now you got people all up in this and that. Now your significant others looking like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are these? So yeah, that's really why I asked the question, is because the whole Issa thing I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, I probably y'all wouldn't even see pictures of my wedding if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
I would just be married.
But I know it's like, I know my wedding is gonna be so beautiful, so it's like I do want to share like such a beautiful moment.
But it would be so for me and the people who I invited to the wedding, the people I want to share with it. But just like in her situation, I'm trying to think like if I was a public figure, yeah, no, that's not. That would be for me. That's something that would have to be for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see how people have tried to make this whole thing a think piece. It's like, fuck, I can't even have a wedding.
Right.
Yeah. My
wedding. Crazy.
So yeah, social media. This is why. This is gonna have me go on a tangent real quick. This is why I be like, I could not deal with no nigga that's famous. Can't, because that shit right there is too taxing. It's too taxing on the mental. I don't want to deal with no industry nigga. I don't want to deal with no athlete. I don't want to deal with no nigga like that, because that's just too much. You gotta think about too much. Okay, I'm done. My name is Jametra. I'm done with my TED Talk. All right, so that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys for sitting with us, listening with us, watching with us. Another episode of Not That Complicated. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, you guys rate and review, and tell all of your friends, your mama's friends, your sisters, your brothers, your daddies, and your cousins to subscribe. And make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. You can follow us Instagram at Not That Complicated, and if you go to the bio, you can subscribe to us on YouTube channel if you want to see the visuals, the viz, giving you guys face. And if you're feeling very, very fancy, make sure you are following the host. You can follow me at Sotasia, SEAUXTEJAH.
And me at 2_ Jametra, JAMETRA.
And I'm Maleshko on all the platforms. That's MOASHCO. You already know. Drop it through the. Oh no!
Drop it through the flow, baby.
This is the first time I messed up the flow.
Ain't here to give y'all more.
MOASHCO coming through the door. Drop it to the flow. About to give you mo.
Oh,
see y'all next week.
Bye. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Deuces.